Welcome back
to Between Miles.
Today we're going to show you guys, if you are about to participate in a trail race, what you should take with you and basically how you should prepare. So we're going to show you what we have in our packs, and then we might give you a few tips for your first trail race, things that are not in our packs but that you should think about. Anything else we're going to talk about?
No, that's it. And then you'll see the route we're doing as well.
Woo! Okay. All right, let's skip to the part where we talk about what's in our vest, and then we come back with our tips.
Good morning! This is not really the start of the video, so we will just jump straight into it.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss what we have in our packs for a trail race, so you know what to take with you when you have your first trail race.
Yes.
Yeah, what is the most essential item?
Water.
Water. You have one bottle?
I have one bottle because there's 2 aid stations at this race, so
Yeah.
we
So
can refill
we have 2 aid stations, but also this is a 24k race, so
with 800 meters elevation.
it is quite tough. It is really sunny, so I think we will definitely be refilling water at probably every aid station. If it's longer, would you take 2 bottles?
Yes. Yep. I take 2 bottles. Also, if I was starting a bit later in the day, I take 2 bottles. Yeah. If it was a marathon, definitely 2 bottles.
Yeah. I think anywhere up from this distance, I would like to have 2.
Yep. And if you
So-
know there's not going to be any aid stations or very few aid stations,
Yeah.
definitely 2 bottles.
Or if you know you sweat a lot, I guess. If you are a really heavy sweater, then maybe you just want to have 2, just in case.
Yeah.
It also depends on the amount of space that you have. Like obviously, like we're carrying also camera stuff today, have a little bit less space, so easier to just take 1, but otherwise maybe 2.
Okay, maybe let's take out the top 3 things that you have in your vest.
Okay, so 1 indeed is water. For me, it's here, it's hidden.
Hidden.
Yeah, it fits, so that's where my
Cute.
water is. Then I think my second top thing is, put it actually in my short now, but normally it's in my vest, is just a gel. Obviously we have 8 stations, but I feel like you should always take some fuel that you can rely on, that your stomach can handle, that your gut knows.
Yeah.
So I like to bring a gel. I also have like a little jelly, just like a little cube that's kind of like candy. I think I have it maybe here. Yeah. So something like this, just as a backup. And also sometimes I feel like during a race like this, you get to a moment where you want some extra kind of energy and you're not close to the aid station. So it's nice to just have it when you want it.
Yeah.
And then still, like at aid stations, at least in a race like this, and many trail races, they will serve like oranges, maybe bananas, whatever. So I know my stomach can handle that, so I don't mind taking that. But sometimes they have stuff and you just don't know how you're gonna feel taking it. So, like you can also maybe at least try to practice that a little bit. Third item, I guess, honestly, maybe just a phone. You need something in case of emergency. So I have my phone with me just on the side here. If I had it, I would put it in a waterproof bag, which you sometimes do.
Yeah.
Because especially with a race like today, you go through water. Nice to have it even safer, but I make sure that I have that with me because obviously you could get lost, you want some navigation with you. They do send the GPX to you before the race. At least that's what they do with this race, and I believe they do that with most races. So it's
you
nice
have
when
on
you
your
have a
watch.
phone or on your watch. Like, I think you should always have a phone with you on a bigger trail race. Just, what if you break your ankle halfway?
Yeah. And
That's
actually, on
nice.
bigger trail races, it's a requirement.
Yeah. So it's often a requirement.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, like those are, I think, I would say the top 3 things, but there is more to it. So obviously you already have just your pack itself, and mine has a whistle integrated. Sometimes you also need to take a whistle. I have in the back of my pack something very important. Or I think it's really good to have this, is some anti-blister plasters. You never know if on the road you're gonna get a blister. And I love having these because you can do it, of course, like before the blister's already there.
Yeah.
So
You do
having
yourself,
them,
because obviously aid
Yeah.
stations will have these as well.
Yeah.
They'll always have medical support, but you want to be fast.
yeah,
If you get medical support at an aid station, they usually really are thorough with you. You're
Yeah.
like, I want to go.
true, yeah. And then I also have my hat in here, which I am gonna wear. Today's quite sunny, so that's important. And we both already put a lot of sun cream on
Yeah.
before the race because it's sunny. Maybe even if you have a super long race, you might even want to take some with you,
Yeah.
just to reapply in the middle. Maybe like a little travel
If it was a 50
size.
or something big.
Yeah.
And then my favourite stuff, obviously I've got my gels, which are different gels, but Morton. But I always bring tissue paper.
Oh yeah,
You never know when you're going to get caught out on the trail, and I've used one too many socks in my lifetime. So I always bring tissue paper in a little plastic bag, because when you sweat, I
Yeah.
put it in my bag before and been like, it's just like mush,
Yeah.
because it's not in a plastic bag.
And it's
always great to have.
it's black from your trousers or your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
And then I've also got, because it's sunny today, I didn't bring a hat, but I brought
We do 3 miles. What's in pit?
sunglasses. They match
yeah.
my bra, so you know.
Oh my god, yeah, good style. Yeah, I mean, and your socks,
I
They're
know.
all
I'm really
green.
matching today, guys.
love it. Yeah, sunglasses is a good one. I would bring sunglasses if I had ones that I liked. And that would stay put during a trail race. That's something I'm still hunting
Oh,
for.
and also what I've got today are these little guys. Little salt shoes, because I only want to have one, which is water. It means I don't have one with electrolytes. So these are great. They're just basically salt in a tablet form.
In a stick. Yeah, okay.
Really good.
That's nice. Yeah.
Just in case. In case I feel a cramp coming along.
Yeah. Anything else you have in your bag? I think that's literally like I've
That's everything I've got
camera
today.
stuff, but that's
Obviously
it.
got my gels. I'm going to try and
Yeah.
take 2 out there. I've got my cameras. Got my phone. Got myself.
in a good mood. Oh, and I always bring like the elastic bands that we use for our hair. I always bring extras of those as well, because sometimes you're at the start of a race and you realize like, oh no,
Yeah.
I forgot it, or snaps or whatever. So I always have 2 of those in my pack. Oh, and cards. I have my wallet, like my bank card, just my normal card, in my backpack. I always think that if you end up somewhere you need to take like a taxi,
Yeah.
you never know. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good to
yeah.
have it. And I have €2 in coins
In case you need water.
For-
Please, someone
for
buy water for
coffee.
me.
But I always have that in this pack, just I don't take it out. And I think it's always good to have a teeny tiny bit of cash, preferably maybe a little bit more. But of course, banknotes, if you sweat, like not
Yeah.
the best idea.
Yeah.
So I
I've
think
gone
that's
rogue. I
it.
don't have any money with me.
No,
I get lost.
It's okay.
That's it.
I'll stay with you. You can borrow my €2. I think that's it, guys. So yeah, let's go back to the race.
Nice. Let's go.
So, yeah.
All right, so tip number 1, sometimes on the trail, what you can do to make it easier is to pretend that you are a bird, especially on the downhills. I love doing that. Maybe a little bit of a useless tip, but if you struggle with downhills and uphills, imagine you are some kind of animal. Maybe you are a mountain goat, also possible. And for me, when I go downhill, I'm like, I'm a bird. And you use your arms like that, right? It's good for balance. So it's like, oh, you know, and then you feel fine. So that is tip number 1.
And tip number 2, we have uphills. If you want to go uphill and use a little bit of help and you don't have poles with you, then what you want to do is use your hands on your thighs and really lean into it. And use your hands to push up on your thighs. This just gives you a little bit of rest and you get to that hill a little bit faster. Tip number 2, done.
All right, tip 3 is with trail races, always check the terrain. So you know what kind of shoes you should wear. Most likely trail shoes. But it's good to be aware if you're going to be running on gravel and sand, or maybe it's actually like a trail race with really nice forest paths and you'll be fine. But always do check the terrain. so you know what kind of shoes you should wear, and maybe if you also should even bring poles.
Okay. Tip number 4, we have got, don't be scared to walk. It is completely fine, I mean even on a road race, but definitely on a trail race, to have a little walk, and especially if there's some inclines and some hills, power hike up, save that energy, and then bomb it all the way down. No, also be careful on the way down. That's tip number 4.
Awesome. And then tip number 5 would actually be like to do these races for fun. You might have a trail race that you're actually training for, but if you do one for fun in between, it can be a really good way to practice like your pre-race nerves, nutrition and so forth. So like imagine if you're doing a race, like a trail race for fun, in preparation for your big race, you will probably not taper down. Maybe you run a little bit less before, but not a lot. So you're gonna run maybe on more tired legs. Maybe a few things don't go the way that you planned, but it's fine because it's practice. And then when you get to your real trail race, the one that you've trained for, you will feel 1, more prepared, more ready, and 2, you will know how to deal with some of the specific situations, like your pre-race nerves, your warm-up, your cool-down, what you should bring. Obviously we told you what you should bring, but maybe you forgot one of the things. So yeah, do these races also for fun, and then be aware that when you do them for fun, it's extra good practice, because once you get to your real race, you will be just much better prepared. I guess that was it for this episode of Between Miles. We hope you all enjoyed our tips, that they help you out on your next, first, last trail race. Right? Are you thinking?
Yeah, we're about to finish.
We're about to finish. Let's run it in. We'll run it in. And this was this episode of Between Miles.
Agora aqui mais um jogo, a Carolina, quarta de Olivia Romano. E atenção que a Carolina é a primeira em sério. A primeira em sério, entre a Carolina e a Olivia, e a segunda classificação.